Hey, obi ani ha. Kwanza so ake papa. Nti me mra me twa wa wa che sa me mfe bibi ah obema o te sa me pidi bi ta kwa. Ah kwanza mu wa papa. Uni e. Yo ahun fe no. Ja ja. Hello. Me to phone no. Phone. Ai. De mama 350. 350. Mama 550. Yale. 550 do phone ko ton sa afan. Me shoes emo mo. Ah. Bibian sunya me yo. Ah. Ako e pa. Ai ne da no gbe ni gudan. Na nka so 20 minutes ni ta. So so nto. Ngo bi fi ode. Na go bi nfen. Ada o twen han. Emilia o hiya. Emilia. O twen na ire. I don't have a double. You did it again, also. See, I didn't have a memory be pound, no more copam. Oh, yeah. They wouldn't was at it. And catch it all. Mr. Mappel from out. Upper ground. And a whole family. Or bar papa me. Your call bar. There's a new trap. Now, Panama. What's there with Jamia? You got for the same minute, me, Eddie. I gave you a punch that you free. A cajun for Panama. You get cartoon or much that I in a school. I don't know. Mediano or Benifiam. One I am Benifiam, yeah, yes. Now, so be a Madonna or I did. I move for some men. They're home faster. Again, the intention on you. That's it. I get up with the answer. And you'll be a minimum. Come on, you say. And problem my sister from problem of pet in my phone. The big journey say, now, who's ever down on my good now? Me, my book, we said I'm in Canada. I even want to about Mount, who down I have to have in pain to an automatic. What them out? Get to be